Imagine unlocking the secrets of rare dementias with just a fraction of the data traditionally needed. This could revolutionize how we understand and treat these elusive conditions. But here's where it gets controversial. Can artificial intelligence truly replace decades of painstaking genetic research with fewer samples and still deliver reliable insights? And this is the part most people miss. This breakthrough might not only accelerate research, but could also challenge the conventional wisdom on how we study genetics in underrepresented diseases. In the world of rare disease research and studies involving populations that are often overlooked, one of the biggest hurdles is the scarcity of data. When the number of available samples is limited, progress can stall dramatically. Over the past 18 months, researchers at University College London, UCL, have been pushing the boundaries by applying artificial intelligence, AI, to uncover the genetic underpinnings of these rare dementias. Typically, most research projects and clinical trials require large sample sizes to produce meaningful results. Recruiting enough participants demands significant time, effort, and resources. While common diseases may allow for studies involving hundreds of thousands or even millions of samples, this is simply unattainable for rare conditions where few eligible individuals exist. We lack effective tools for pinpointing genes linked to rare disorders because these conditions are so scarce and therefore the available sample sizes are very small, explains Dr. Maryam Shoai, a senior research fellow working in Professor Sir John Hardy's laboratory at the UCL Queen Square Institute of Neurology. Dr. Shoai specializes in statistical modeling that integrates genetic and clinical data related to neurodegenerative diseases. For the last year and a half, her team, collaborating with the University of Surrey's Nature-Inspired Computing and Engineering Research Group, has been experimenting with machine learning approaches. Their goal, to see if reducing the number of samples while maintaining trustworthy results is even possible, especially compared to standard genome-wide association studies, GWAS, which typically require large datasets. GWAS involves scanning genomes across many individuals to identify genetic variations linked with specific diseases or traits. To give some perspective, the latest GWAS for Alzheimer's disease used genetic data from over 1 million participants, which is enormous. This sheer scale makes classical GWAS impractical for rare diseases. The team's approach leverages logic programming, a branch of AI that operates differently from conventional machine learning models. Instead of relying mainly on huge data sets and statistical correlations, logic programming applies predefined rules and known genetic relationships to uncover meaningful patterns. Early results using pilot data are remarkable. With as few as 250 samples, the regions of the genome linked to Alzheimer's disease identified by this AI method closely match those found via traditional GWAS studies, which typically involve thousands of cases and controls. This finding alone is groundbreaking because it suggests an entirely new path for studying rare dementias where large datasets simply don't exist. This approach became especially relevant when Dr. Shoai's team looked at Pick's disease, a rare type of frontotemporal dementia. Diagnosing Pick's definitively requires post-mortem brain examinations, and despite the efforts of donating brains for research, only about 300 to 400 samples with confirmed cases are available, too few for standard GWAS. It turns out that these complex methods, like logic programming, could effectively replace the usual statistical tests like GWAS for smaller datasets without compromising the quality of results, Dr. Shoai notes. Beyond rare dementias, such methods might be game-changing for countries facing economic difficulties or logistical challenges that make large-scale genetic and longitudinal studies hard to conduct, even for more common diseases, including Alzheimer's. High-quality datasets remain limited in many parts of the world. We simply don't have a clear picture of how neurodegenerative diseases manifest in most non-Caucasian populations, says Dr. Shoai. Bridging this knowledge gap is critical if we want to develop treatments that work globally, not just for populations of Western European descent. When discussing the future of this field, Dr. Shoai stresses that while AI offers tremendous potential, success hinges on collaboration. Integrating AI's computational power with deep expertise in genetics, clinical observations, and disease biology is essential. The real challenge and opportunity is to combine AI models with expert knowledge from multiple disciplines, she explains. Equipping more researchers with skills spanning both artificial intelligence and genetics could accelerate discoveries dramatically in the coming years. This interdisciplinary spirit is central to UCL's upcoming Neuroscience Center, set to open in 2027. Designed to foster synergy among scientists from diverse fields and research styles, this hub promises to push boundaries even further. The implications of these advancements are profound for patients living with neurodegenerative diseases. Leveraging machine learning to quickly identify genetic patterns paves the way for more precise, personalized diagnoses. It also helps scientists understand how an individual's genetic makeup influences disease onset and progression, potentially leading to tailor-made therapies. Predictive models developed through AI could allow earlier detection and alternative treatment strategies, a particularly exciting prospect for Alzheimer's disease. Currently, most clinical trials target the removal of amyloid or tau proteins, hallmark markers of Alzheimer's. While these approaches show promise, they often focus on typical cases seen in Western and Northern European populations. But what about those with rarer forms of Alzheimer's or different genetic backgrounds? This question sparks debate. Should research and treatment strategies broaden their focus? Here lies an opportunity for unconventional AI-driven methods to revolutionize therapeutic target discovery, making treatments more effective and relevant worldwide. What do you think? Can AI truly level the playing field for rare disease research, or are we risking over-reliance on algorithms that might miss subtle nuances inherent in small datasets? Share your thoughts and experiences. Let's explore this together.